Hello everyone and good afternoon to all of you. I'm Akshay Jadhav and let me know first of all I'm audible or not and let me know if my screen is visible or not. I'll share my screen. Okay, so yeah, it's visible. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm Akshay Jadhav. Today we are here to talk about GDSC's Open Source Festival, and in this session we going to know what is this festival and what we plan for you all, and what things it offers to you, and what different tracks are, and all the stuff we are going to see. So let's start. So yeah, I mean this is me, Akshay Jadhav, Open Source Administrator. You already know me. So yeah. So let's get straight into the main topic. So from today, on the occasion of Halloween, GDSC RAIT is going to launch its first open source festival, has the name Spooky Blinder, and and in this open source festival, we're going to have different tracks of learning for each types of students, and we're also going to host projects in different domains of our GDSC's RAIT repo, from where you all can participate and contribute in it. And in this festival, this festival is going to be 1 month long, and in which you all will be contributing and developing the projects in different domains and all the stuff. And domain heads of the GDSC community is also going to help you all during this whole festival. So yeah, I mean this is really going to be interesting, and I'm personally very excited for this festival. And one more thing, if you are from college other than RAIT, then also you can participate in this festival. This festival is open for everyone, so just fill their participation form, and you will be part of this festival. We will see what are different steps to participate in this festival, and what are different tracks, and what we plan for you, all the stuff. But before that, before seeing what the open source is, let's first see what actually open source means. I mean, what is open source? Because many of the beginners don't know about open source itself, right? So yeah, so currently open source is all about software that is released under some type of license, in which copyright holder, which who is the owner of that project or software, give rights to users like you and me to change, distribute the softwares and their code base to anyone and for any purpose. So this is the basic definition of open source, and we've been using this open source software since our childhood. Like for example, we use all of us use VLC Media, Android, Linux. All of these organizations are open source organizations. That means many people come together, form a community, and help to build that organization or maintaining that organization. So this open source is basically like many people comes together and helps to maintain that project or maintain that feature, or helps to build that particular feature. So that means any users like you and me can able to participate online in development, and can simply contribute to this project. Now, when I say contribution, many people will think that we might have to do PRs and codings and all the stuff, right? So, so that is not the case in the open source community. Like in each open source community in general, I'm talking. In open source community, each and everything which supports the organization considered as a contribution. So, if you are maintaining the project, that considered as a contribution. If you are handling the doc or workflow of part of that project, that is considered as a contribution. And if you are financially supporting that project, then even that is also considered as a contribution. So each and everything that supports the organization considered as a contribution. So you not necessarily need to do coding all the time in the open source organization. Many people said that, and I'm just repeating the same words, but I just wanted to clear this point. And as I said, by contribution, we can do modification in the project by submitting our pull request and all the stuff. I'm not going in detail, technical details. We're going to talk those technical details like how to do contribution and how to do pull request, all the stuff in the upcoming session. So yeah, I mean, this is the basic idea of open source. Many people form community, work on particular project or idea, and tries to build that particular idea. So I hope I am able to explain the open source idea. Let me know if you have any doubt. Okay. Okay. Let me know. I think there is no doubt. Okay. Okay. So we know what open source is. Then one question will rise in your mind that why GDSC community emphasizing open source through this festival? I mean, why we should contribute to it? So the reason behind it is basically open source project. Any open source project in general provides opportunity to everyone to work with the communities around the world, and by contributing to organization, it allows us to help millions of users. And that is the thing which energizes me personally the most about the open source. Uh, but contributing to pre-existing open source projects is sometimes little overwhelming, and that is the reason why we are organizing this festival for you all. I mean, our main aim is to give path to all kinds of students to get started with open source. And one more thing, in this festival, it will not matter whether you know Git and GitHub or any other version controlling tool or any other tech stack. We will be guiding you with all the paths and tracks during the festival. So let's see. So let's see how this festival is for every type of student. Okay. Okay. So we planned three different tracks in this festival for all types of students. First is the beginner track. Second is the intermediate and pro track, and third is the pro track. As the name suggests, beginner track is for beginners people, intermediate track is for intermediate, and pro track is for pro. And that's it. Session ends. Just joking. There is a lot of things we plan in each of these tracks, and the main reason we are making this different tracks is because at first we only consider to include few projects in the domain, as like any other open source program or festival would do. But then we realized that if we only provide pre-existing code base or project and invite other students to contribute in it, then some people will contribute in it who are smart enough to do that. But what will happen to those students who don't know about contribution and all this stuff? So they will never get opportunity to explore open source from the beginning, right? So this is the main motivation behind this festival, to include all kinds of students and to maintain to make a inclusive open source community. And that is the reason why we made beginner, intermediate, and the pro track. So let's see each track in the detail and what it offers to you. Okay, so first is the beginner track. Okay, let me see if does open source means free software. No, open source doesn't mean the free software. What open source is, as I said, it is basically many people comes together and volunteer to maintain the project. It doesn't necessarily to be free software. They can also charge money from their end users. But in most of the cases, open source are free software. But it doesn't necessarily need to be free software. Okay. So moving on to the beginner track. Okay, so beginner track is for those people who don't know anything about tech stack, Git and GitHub, how they can contribute and all this stuff. So the basic idea of this track is going to build, we are going to build a project on each particular domain like web, uh, mobile, AIML. And so in beginner track, domain head are going to guide you in this track, and they will be covering topics related to their domains in this session. And as soon as they do, they will open issues in the GitHub repository related to topics which they taught in the session, and and you all will get chance to contribute in that topic. So by following this track, you will be first learning. You will learning three things one by one. First, you will learn topics from that particular domain. Then you will apply that learning in one particular issue, and then you will contribute to it. So this is about the track. This is okay. Open source doesn't really mean free software. Yeah, right, Siddhi. Open source doesn't really mean free software. Okay, so this is about the whole track. I mean, we will conduct sessions and we'll guide you through for building that particular project. And this track, as I already said, this track is for absolute beginners and neophyte coders who get fears when it comes to open source and contribution and project building. So if you are that person who don't know much about tech stack and GitHub and still wanted to contribute or interested in contributing open source, then I think this track is best for you, and you should participate in this track. Okay, so let's see the other track. So intermediate track is very simple. Like it is for those people who already have some understanding of tech stack, who already understand, who can understand big code base and can contribute to pre-made open source projects. And in this track, you all can start contribution in GDSC's project from the day one, like from the today itself. Unlike the beginner track where you first learn from the session, then you apply that learning and then you contribute. So yeah, I mean, you can make your own, you can contribute to pre-existing issues in intermediate track, and you can make your own issues as well to improve that project. So basically, this track is going to be very similar to other open source programs. So in this track, also we are going to include projects from all the possible domains like web, AML, then mobile in native and hybrid both. And so yeah, so let's see how many different domains we included in the open source. So as I said, web, mobile, and we included projects and plans from CP and UI UX as well. But we included the beginner track for CP and UI UX. So let me just show you the actual project from this track, like from beginners and intermediate. Wait a second. Okay. So I guess my screen is visible. Okay. So in order for you to participate in this project, what you have to do is that you have to come to the GDSC's GitHub repository. I already put that link in the description. So just go there and you will find all the beginner track, intermediate track level project over here. And you can just, you just have simply to go to the repository section. And let's suppose you are interested in contributing to beginner level project. So in that case, you have to search beginner, and you will find all the beginner track projects like beginner track project for web, beginner track project for CP, and all this stuff. So let's suppose I'm interested in contributing to Flutter project. So what you have to do is that you have to fork this repository. You have to fork this repository, and you will find all the information related to this particular track and what we're going to cover in this track, like what different topics and things we're going to cover in this session. And once we cover these topics in this session, we will open issues related to it, and then you will get chance to contribute in it. And the other thing is that let's see the intermediate level project. Like this is the food delivery application project in the Flutter. So it is a pre-made it is an existing project, and we already made few issues into it. So if you are interested in contributing to intermediate level project, then you have here also you have to fork the repository first. We'll see how to fork the repository, how to contribute in the upcoming session also. But and you'll see all the issues that are already open. You can make your own issues as well. As I already said, making issues is also considered as a contribution. So yeah, so you can choose any particular issues and you can try to solve that. And if you face any problems or difficulties to solving that, then you can contact us through here. So yeah, so that is how you can find projects and contribute to the project. We'll see all this in detail in the upcoming session, in the Git session. But yeah, I already put this link in the description. So go check this particular GitHub repository. Okay, so moving on to our topic. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so then the third track is the pro track. This track is for those students who wanted to start their own open source project, who have really good project idea, but don't have enough team members to build it or something like that. So this track is for those people. So in this, students can propose their own project idea and goals with us, and our community member will help them out to build that project. And we will make a separate repository in the GDSC's GitHub repo page where all other members can contribute and help that particular project to build. And we will also make a separate dedicated Discord channel for your particular pro track project. So in ProTrack, we are providing you the platform from where you can find, I think you can find like-minded people from our community for your own, for building your own project. So yeah, I mean, if you have any project plan that you think you can open source and build with help of the community, then you can reach out to us with your own project and plan, and our community will help out to build that project. Now, how to approach your project plan? Then I already put the link. There is a form, a pro track form that you have to fill, and you have to fill all the information related to you, the project you wanted to host. And I already put the link in the description. So you just have to, this is a basic Google form. You just have to fill that. And if your project is really good, your idea is good, then we will reach out to us and we will make a separate repository for your project. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the participation perks. I mean, what are different perks that you'll get? So I mean, why should contribute to this repository? So first reason why you all should contribute to the open source in general, not only in GDSC, is that first of all you'll gain development experience. It will allow user like you and me to make huge impact on real world software issues with just our contribution. And by contributing to this project, you will gain knowledge, and it will surely build your profile for sure. And each week we will give shout out to top contributors from each domain in all our social media handles, and we will provide them certificates too for only for the top contributors. And it will, I think it will be the best way to find like-minded people from the community. And lastly, as I said, we will also provide you the platform from where you can host your own project and can take help from the community. So there are many perks, things which you can look forward while contributing to this project. And I highly recommend to everyone to participate in the festival and stay tuned for the upcoming session. So yeah. So let's see how many upcoming, what you can expect from upcoming sessions. So from next day, like from tomorrow, we're going to take sessions on basic Get and GitHub. We plan 3 sessions for now, 3 sessions on Get topic, in which I'll be covering basics to advanced topics, like what is Get, how to contribute to open source projects, and at the end of this week, you will be able to work with the Git and GitHub effortlessly. So make sure you register for all those sessions. And then after the Git session, we will start a beginner track session, and all the domain heads will take one or more sessions for beginners. And for people who already have pure understanding of Git and GitHub and some tech stack, they can start contribution for today itself. You don't have necessarily have to attend the Git and GitHub session. It's for beginners. Okay. So let's see the steps to contribute to this festival. The steps are very simple. Like you just have to fill the participation form. The participation form link is in the description. And after filling that participation form, before filling the form, first you have to decide which particular track you are interested in, which particular track aligns with your interest, and then start contributing to that particular track. And I already shown you how to find project. You have to go to the GDSC's GitHub repository, and over there you will find all the tracks and uh, uh, all the project's information, and from there you can contribute to it. And after that, join our Discord server. I already put the Discord server link in the description. So from there, over there you can shoot your queries if you have any related, if you face any doubt or a problem while contributing to the open source, then you can put that query in that Discord channel. We are already made a dedicated open source channel. So we would love to answer your query. So yeah. Okay, so I hope everyone here is already a member of GDSC RAIT. If you are not, then please fill the form of membership and join our GDSC RAIT chapter and join our Discord server. And after that, you will be the member of GDSC RAIT. Okay, so I listed out just a second. Let me just drink a water. Okay, so Shreya is asking that is it fine if you don't belong to comms or IT? So that's completely fine. Yeah, I already said that it doesn't matter whether you came from CO or IT or any particular branch or any particular college. Anyone can participate or contribute to this project. It's open for everyone. Okay, so let's see the FAQs. These are the few questions that I listed, and I think these questions are important. So the first question is, what is the main aim of this particular open source festival? So the main reason why GDSC come up with this festival for all the students is we GDSC community always tries to form inclusive community, and the current open source programs do provide projects and opportunity to contribute, but it only beneficial to those who already know Git and GitHub, right? Who already know some tech stack and all this stuff. We understand that every new programmer couldn't directly get into the open source, understanding the pre-existing large code base, and it will be tempting for those, right? And that is the reason why we introduced the beginner track. And we also wanted to provide a platform for all the students from where they can host their own project idea, from where they can take help from the community to build their own project idea. And that is the reason why we include the pro track. And by combining all this track, this makes the GDSC's open source festival. So that is the reason why we came up with this idea of this open source festival. So you all should contribute to this festival. So the next question is, how do I contribute to particular track? That's an interesting question. So in order to contribute to particular track, you first have to decide which track is benefits you the most, or beneficial or feasible to you. Let's say that I know basic Git and GitHub, or some Android related stuff. So I'll choose intermediate track and I'll start contribution in the Android related projects. You can just start contributing in intermediate project from today itself. In case of the beginner track, all information related to beginner track projects and session plans and all the topics that we're going to cover is mentioned in the README file of the repository. You can go there and check. I put the link in the description, and you can follow that. And in the pro track, as I already said, if you have any project plan to build, then you can propose that plan to us through by filling just a Google form. So yeah, that's how you can participate and contribute to particular track. How will I get to know which track is best for me? Okay, so so in order to know which track is beneficial to you, first ask a few questions to yourself that do you know Git and GitHub or any other tech stack? If not, then beginner track is for you. If you are familiar with some tech stack and wanted to start your own contribution, then I would suggest that you start with the intermediate track and start contribution from today itself. And the third category is that let's suppose you know Git and GitHub and all the stuff, and you also have a good idea or project plan that you can that you can think you can open source. So pro track is for you. So yeah, that's about the FAQs. If you have more questions related to this tracks and open source, put that in the comment box. I would love to answer that. Okay, so let me see if there are any questions. Mm, okay, let me know if there are any questions. It seems like there is no question. Yes, you can participate in two tracks at a time, but I would not suggest that because that will be tempting for you as well. So stick to a particular one track, beginner, intermediate, or pro, and contribute to that particular track. Mm. Okay, so we'll wait for 5 minutes. If you have any more questions, you can put that in the comment box. And if you don't have, then we'll conclude this session here. Okay, so I see there is no questions anymore. So again, if you have any questions, if more doubts to ask, then we have WhatsApp groups and Discord server. You can shoot your queries over there, and I will like to answer that your questions. And yeah, I mean, I think we should conclude this session over here. And one more thing, before ending this session, I again wanted to say that in this open source festival, it will not matter whether you know how to contribute or Git and GitHub or whether you know any other tech stack or not. All it matters is to get start from your current point, and don't ever think in this way that, oh, I'll first learn some tech stack, then I'll work on my project, then I will learn Git and GitHub, and then I will think to contribute in the project. Don't ever go in this way. Trust me, it's going to take a lot of your time and energy. So just start from today. Nobody is going to judge you in this festival on basis of your contribution or code style. And also, if you think you will not able to communicate well in the English while contributing, then that's completely fine. You can speak any other language like Hindi, English, Marathi, Gujarati. We don't want to limit with English or any particular domain. And second thing, I wanted to say that I wanted to address here that don't ever look forward to open source contribution just because it provides some prize or perks or swag. In my opinion, you all should look forward to organization to add value into it and to learn skills and take experience from other organization members. These things you should look forward while doing your own contribution. And I understand that swags and perks are important, but and it looks cool, but trust me, exposure and skills that you'll gain after doing this will be more valued in the long run, and that is the reason you should contribute. We all wanted you should contribute in this festival. So yeah, all the repositories and stuff are published, and there are public, so you can start contribution from today. And if you have any doubts, you can put that in the Discord server. So thank you so much for attending this info session. Bye bye.